I always have this advice and suggestion for the parents who appeal for their children to go to some school, sometimes quite far away, but perhaps deemed to be a more popular school. And my suggestion is this. In choosing a school for our children, we must all try to start from the perspective of the child. Every child has different strengths and weaknesses. Every child has different potential. Our job as parents is to help our children realize their potential. For them to go to an environment where they can feel confident and comfortable, developing their potential, finding their footing. And it is always very sad, very sad, to see a child come home from school without any sparkle in the eye. That they are just being made to feel that they are living up to someone else's expectations on them. And it destroys the confidence of the child. So I think it's important for us, perhaps, to all remember that the best gift that we can give to our children is to help them understand their strengths and weaknesses, be confident, be comfortable with who they are as they find their footing in this uncertain world. It doesn't suggest that bullying was the cause of this particular incident. But having said that, we recognize that in today's environment, be it physical bullying or cyberbullying, is an issue that we must grapple with. We need to send a clear message to the perpetrators of the bullying, be it physical or cyber, that this is not what our society stands for. That bullying is actually a sign of weakness. That you are not confident of yourself. That you have to try and tear down someone. This is not what we stand for in Singapore. And this is not what we will tolerate in Singapore. That all of us, as adults, have the opportunity and responsibility to amplify the positivity both in the physical world and in the cyber domains, to be good role models to our younger generation. On the other hand, we need to better equip our younger generation to deal with them, to deal with this, to manage this, because it may not go away anytime soon. And that is why we need to build the confidence in our people, in our young especially, that they can be confident in themselves, that they can accept themselves as who they are, that they do not need to seek affirmation from their social media feeds or feel that they must be pressurized to only show that perfect image of themselves, as if the whole world is perfect except us. That would be a very sad state of affairs. We have asked ourselves that through this incident, will our wider community instead of embracing and helping those in distress, will end up rejecting them, ostracizing them, or stigmatizing them. And that is why today I want to make an appeal to everyone to not do this. To be able to step forward to seek help is not a sign of weakness. It takes courage to step forward and seek help. And let us help those people in distress in our own ways, by first not stigmatizing them, by accepting them as part of our community. And maybe very importantly for us to remember is that the mental distress that some members of our community goes through can happen to any one of us. And it doesn't mean that people who suffer from mental distress will not recover. Given the right support, the right care environment, there is every chance that we can help one another to go through the dark valleys of life. In our efforts to enhance security at our schools, we do not want to compromise the quality of school experience for our staff and students. I've asked myself this difficult question. What would it feel like if I must empty my pockets, be frisked, and have my bag checked before stepping through my house door or school gate? Also, how would my fellow family members and students feel? How would we relate to one another in such an environment? Will it still be home? The real key to staying safe lies not with more intrusive security measures, but in prevention and enhanced community vigilance. We all have a collective role to play in looking out for potentially deviant or worrying behaviors and report possible threats in our midst. We do not want to turn our schools into fortresses which will create unease and stress amongst our staff and students. We also do not wish to paradoxically engender a siege mentality amongst students and staff, causing them to take extreme measures to protect themselves at the expense of a shared sense of security.